back, y'all. Randy Orton Fan 2011 back here once again for round 3 of the group stage in the PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series. So this is the road course part of the group stage. We've already passed halfway through the group stage at this point. There's still 2 more rounds to go. We've gone through the super speedway. We've gone to the short track. This will be the road course, and the final round in the group stage will be an intermediate track. So now we're halfway through the group stage, and of course nobody's going to let up at this point in the group stage, but remember that only 8 nations will advance into the knockout stages. At this point, Team Russia leads the overall standings. Team USA is second so far, and Team Brazil is currently third. Those are the group leaders at this point. Don't really have much to say, but we're here at Laguna Seca. This is one of the new tracks on in the POR that we have used in the PORWC. This is actually in Monterey, California, which is pretty close to my hometown of Los Angeles. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about this. It's going to be a great race to see all 36 of our very talented drivers compete for a huge amount of points here. Take a look at our starting lineup, and we'll do this a little West Coast style. Take a look at your starting lineup, West Coast style. Hope you enjoyed that West Coast-like starting lineup. Charles Jackson, team captain of Russia, will be on the pole. Originally, Austin McDonald was supposed to be on the outside pole, but we got a report that Austin McDonald failed pre-race inspection prior to the race, so he will end up starting dead last, and that was not what Team Egypt wanted to see. So instead, that outside line is going to move up 2 spots, so Dylan Young will be starting in the 2nd position, Luke Martin will be starting 3rd, Jake Cole in 4th, Liam Ervig will start 5th, Seth Cole will start 6th, Kurt Mortanik 7th, Anthony McCurry 8th, Aaron Williams 9th, and Danny Wells rounds out the top 10 in the starting lineup. So here we go, guys. Let's get this race underway with those famous words in motorsports.
Is this on? Drivers, start your engines!
Yes, the mic was on. This race will be 8 laps long. We've seen some hectic racing here so far. We'll see if it actually can if we can come up with anything exciting here in this one. Team Russia, huge advantage, a small advantage right now in the points. Charles Jackson's going to have that advantage on that inside line. We'll see if the captain of Team Russia can come away with a big win here. We await the green flag. There is the green flag, and we are underway here at Laguna Seca. Everyone just about to go single file. Here they come through the Andretti hairpin, the infamous Andretti hairpin, one of the infamous places on this road course. You saw right there that is not 180-degree hairpin. That is actually 190-degree hairpin that we just saw. So this is one of the more technical tracks that we have seen in this one. This is actually our first This is actually the PORWC's first appearance at Laguna Seca. So we'll see how well these guys can do. Charles Jackson now with the lead. Here comes Luke Martin in the 3 car, looking for that 2nd position at the expense of Dylan Young. Jake Cole is in 4th. Liam Ervig looks like he's passed Seth Cole for the 5th position. Seth Cole 6th. Kurt Mortanik is in 7th. Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams are in 8th and 9th. Here they come through this infamous corkscrew. The infamous corkscrew. That's what everyone calls it, the corkscrew. Takes you from the highest point of the track to the lowest point of the track. Looks like the yellow flag's out. Oh, Tony Blazer. Tony Blazer, Nally Hayden's hard hits. I think Preston Plord might have taken some damage there. Oh. Who's that? Oh, Michael Norman just went sky. Michael Norman went sky. Oh, there's another wreck. Oh, man. Jason Marshall took a hard hit. Alexander Williams, Tony Blaze had to go through the grass. Jason Marshall, Max Skinner, and Nally Hayden, they're just stopped dead on the track. Yellow flag is out on the racetrack, and Michael Norman and Preston Plord, they just can't control their cars. Ryan Taylor gonna go to the garage, as well as Michael Norman and Preston Plord. Not a good sign for Team Russia right now. Charles Jackson may have the lead, but this is not a good sign for Team Russia. You saw Preston Plord and Ryan Taylor head to the garage. Might want to get some repairs. I'm not sure if they will be back on the racetrack after this, but we'll go through your top 5 at this point. Charles Jackson's the leader. Dylan Young second, Luke Martin third, Jake Colton fourth, Liam Ervig rounds at your top 5. Oh man, that was a multiple incidents that we saw coming and going off coming into and going off the infamous corkscrew. So the corkscrew swallows up a few of our drivers here in this PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series. We'll take a look at some of those. We'll take a look at those cautions, and we'll get back to green flag racing right after this. Don't go away. Here come the cautions. Here's a look at what brings our first caution of the race, and watch Preston Plord. Watch the 45 of Preston Plord. He just comes into that turn way too hot, and he gets loose, and that balls up the rest of the field there. Oh, Michael Norman, nowhere to go. That's gonna hurt Team Spain. And there you see Preston Plord. Oh man, look at Preston Plord stuck on the outside. Oh man. Ricky Hawk and Jason Marshall almost clipped him. Oh, there was a second car around. That was Tony Blazer. I think Tony Blazer. Yeah, he just got loose. He got loose like Preston Plord. And that blocks up the racetrack. Oh! Nally Hayden just clips the 50 of Tony Blazer. But there was a second incident that happened right around the corkscrew area. We'll see how, we'll see what happened around that area, because this is one of those areas where, you know, you get caught up in one spot and then all of a sudden everything just turns out bad. Look at it. Oh, something was already going on with Michael Norman. Something already happened with Michael Norman as they were coming. Let's see this. Michael Norman, you see Michael Norman taking the hit there. And then you see Michael Norman trying to get up that uphill line. Then all of a sudden he goes downhill, and now he goes uphill, and then all of a sudden Michael Norman just, the engine, looks like the transmission just broke on the 30 of Michael Norman, which really forced him all the way towards that sand. And then we were trying to figure out what happened. Oh, what happened to Jason Marshall? Let's take a look at the speeds everyone is going at. Just around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Oh, Jason Marshall took the corner a little too early. He got into the sand. Jason Marshall got into the sand there, and that made him lose a lot of speed. And then Corey Williams, just nowhere to go, just clips the 11 of Jason Marshall. Oh, and then Ryan Taylor took a hard hit, and man, 2 tough breaks for Team Russia right there. Oh, Juan Garcia just about clipped Jason Marshall. And there you see Alexander Williams in the 33 going to get involved as well. Oh wait, there was another incident. I think there was a third incident. See who? It looks like it was Max Skinner who got loose coming off that corner. Yeah, he did. He got loose coming off that corner. Oh wait, but yeah, he saw Jason Marshall sideways, and then Max Skinner just slammed on the brakes, and then he just got really loose. Oh man, how close are these guys to missing him? And then Michael Norman, that just about ended Michael Norman's day right there. And there you see Max Skinner and Jason Marshall stopped dead on the racetrack. This is the race back to the start-finish line, and Charles Jackson would beat the field to the start-finish line. Wow. We didn't even go through a full green flag lap, and already we have a caution. But that's just road course racing for you. We'll be right back for more green flag racing right after this. Don't go away. Pace cars already hit pit road. Charles Jackson's the leader. Dylan Young second. Luke Martin third. Jake Cole and Liam Irvig rounds out your top 5. Seth Cole, Kurt Mortanek, Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams, Danny Wells. That is your top 10. Here we go. Green flag is back out in the air. Once again, here they come through the Andretti hairpin. Charles Jackson trying to gain the advantage. Dylan Young, Luke Martin right on his tail. And there's Jake Cole in the 17. Liam Irvig in the 27. Seth Cole trying to get Team Israel another good finish. Kurt Mortanek trying to get Team France back on the map here. Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams trying to, after what has happened to Team USA, if Team USA can all end up in the top 10 here, well, that's going to be some huge points for Aaron Williams and his buddies Anthony McCurry and Luke Martin. Luke Martin currently in the 3rd position. No way, he's actually moved into 2nd. Luke Martin has passed Dylan Young for the 2nd position. Let's see what transpires here around the corkscrew. See if anything goes on. Doesn't look like the top 10 have any problems so far. Oh man, everybody is just so confusing here. Oh, Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham's going to lose his position to Evan Gattuso into 31. Oh, and Alexander Williams also very slow. She's going to lose his spot to Austin McDonald, who failed pre-race inspection. He's moved up a few spots, but he's going to need to move up a lot more if he wants to get some points for Team Egypt. Preston Plord is currently scored in the 33rd position. Ryan Taylor in 31st. It looks like there are 3 cars that have DNF. That's 11, 19, and 55 so far. Charles Jackson still with the steady lead. We've already reached the halfway point, so we are halfway through this race. Charles Jackson, well-known PORWC and NSCRA member, but Luke Martin, the rookie, trying to run him down. Dylan Young trying to defend 3rd from Jake Cole. Liam Irvig in 5th. Kurt Mortanek. Actually, it looks like Kurt Mortanek has passed Seth Cole for the 6th position, so that's another big point for Team France if he can finish there. Looks like Anthony McCurry and Aaron Williams trying to work together on a road course, which is very rare. It's not really common to see anyone work together on a road course. But looks like Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams trying to defend the 8th and 9th positions at this point. Danny Wells runs at the top 10. Alyssa Anderson is the next to Team Israel in 11th. Jacob Bell of Team Finland in 12th. Ty Naughton, Team Egypt, 13th. Dylan Poteet, captain of Team France, is in 14th. And William Duncan of Brazil is in 15th. Go through the finals, 16th through 20th now. Jake Rogers of Team Spain in 16th. Emilio Navarrete of Finland in 17th. Jake Baskinger of Italy in 18th. Hunter Combs of Mexico in 19th. And Evan Gattuso of Italy rounds out the top 20. Not sure how much speed Charles Jackson is getting, but Luke Martin was a bit faster, maybe around 35 100ths of a second faster than Charles Jackson on that previous lap. Luke Martin trying to run down Charles Jackson. Luke Martin looking for his first career PORWC victory. And Dylan Young trying to defend 3rd. Jake Cole's in 4th. Looks like the top 5 are solidly single file at this point. The battles here are going throughout like 6th through 10th here. But I think they're also single file. Here they come through the corkscrew. See if anything happens. Nothing really happens here in the corkscrew. I'm not sure if the yellow flag is out. The yellow flag is not out. Michael Norman has gone back on the racetrack. Looks like they were able to fix the transmission, but he's all the way back in 32nd. Tony Blazer of Team Egypt back in 30th. Alexander Williams back in the 29th position. Austin McDonald starting dead last after failing pre-race inspection. He's moved up to 28th, but he's gonna need to pick up the pace here on the final few laps here. 2 to go. Come around 2 to go now. Luke Martin, I think, was just a little under a 10th of a second faster than Charles Jackson there, but Luke Martin's going to have to do more than that if he wants to run down the leader, which is Charles Jackson. It may only be 1 point, really. The difference is only going to be 1 point, but really, to tell you the truth, Luke Martin would certainly love to get this win a little more than Charles Jackson. Of course, Charles Jackson has won in the PORWC before. This is only Luke Martin's, I think, 3rd official race. Of course, Luke Martin, one of those rookies to be on the lookout for. Coming Season 3 in the PORWC Pepsi Next Nationwide Series and the Pepsi Cup Series. So, Luke Martin's one of those guys to be on the lookout for. Take a look at some of the others in the field. There's Dylan Young in 3rd, Jake Cole in 4th, Liam Ervig 5th, Kurt Mortanek 6th, Seth Cole in 7th, Anthony McCurry 8th, Aaron Williams 9th, Danny Wells rounds out your top 10. They'll take the white flag this time by with 1 to go. They cross the start-finish line. The yellow flag is knocked out, so they will have a full green flag run to the finish. And again, Luke Martin, a 1/10 of a second faster than Charles Jackson, but that may not be enough to get Luke Martin his first career PORWC victory. Charles Jackson just awfully strong coming through those straightaways. Looks like I'm not sure how many battles we're going to have here, because it looks like the top 10 are pretty much single file. Top 10, make that the top 15. Actually, I think everyone is pretty much single file at this point. Everyone is just about pretty much single file. So, I'm not sure if we will have any kind of passing here whatsoever. Here comes Charles Jackson, going to go through the corkscrew for the final time. The last thing Charles Jackson wants to do is make a mistake, as well as the 3 of Luke Martin. Charles Jackson, Luke Martin, get off clean. See if anyone else. Oh man, Jake Cole Jake Cole got way loose, but he's able to save it. Top 10 does not. The top 10 did not change positions in any way whatsoever off the corkscrew. Here they come off the final corner. Luke Martin trying to come with a run, but Charles Jackson's going to have the big run, and he will take the checkered flag. Charles Jackson will win round 3 of the group stage in the PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series. Another podium finish for Luke Martin. I'll tell you this, Luke Martin, this is one guy to be on the lookout for. He's been very well. He's finished in the top 10 in all 3 of his races in the PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series. So 3 top 10 so far. I think he might have the best performance and maybe even the most points at this point in the season. Dylan Young will end up with a podium finish in 3rd. Jake Cole, best of Team Brazil, in 4th. Liam Ervig of Team Germany will cross the line in 5th. Kurt Mortanek will end up 6th. Seth Cole in 7th. Anthony McCurry 8th. Aaron Williams 9th. Danny Wells will round out your top 10. Alyssa Anderson will end up 11th. Jacob Bell 12th. Ty Knott in 13th. Dylan Poteet 14th. William Duncan will round out the top 15. Then 16th through 20th, Jake Rogers, Emilio Navarrete, Jake Baskinger, Hunter Combs, and Evan Gattuso. But a pretty straightforward race here, to say the least. There's only one caution, and Charles Jackson will end up with the victory. The veteran, the PORWC veteran, will take home the prize here, 36 points. That's going to be huge. But look at Team USA. Luke Martin ended up 2nd, Anthony McCurry 8th, and Aaron Williams ended up 9th. So 28 points go to Aaron Williams, 29 for Anthony McCurry, and 35 for Luke Martin. So I'm trying to do the math here. 28 plus 29 plus 35. Please stand by. I'm trying to do some math here. 92 points. 92 points for Team USA. 92 points for Team USA. Oh man, that is huge for those guys. That may be enough to get them into the knockout stage if it is good enough. Oh, there might have been some incidents that happened. There might have been some incidents that happened around here. I don't think the finishing order changed, but there might have been some incidents. I guess maybe some there's no love lost here in the World Cup Series. I mean, you're going for your country here, so we'll see what happens around round 4. But now we take a look at your official race results. There's a look at your official race results. Congratulations to Charles Jackson on winning round 3 of the group stage in the PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series. That's 36 big points right there for Charles Jackson. And oh man, Charles Jackson needed that win badly, because you take a look down here in the finishing order. Preston Plorder and Rihanna Taylor end up 33rd and 31st respectively. That was a very bad break for Team Russia. Charles Jackson ended up having to do all the work. Look at Team USA. Luke Martin up there in 2nd. Another podium finish for him. Then Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams. That's 92 points for Team USA and very likely they will take back the lead in the overall group stage standings. We've already gone through the top 20. We'll go through the rest of the finishing order here. Trent Dunham will end up 21st, Ricky Hawk 22nd, Rhett Yates 23rd, Ben Paul 24th, Corey Williams 25th. Then we'll go through the rest of the finishing order. The bottom 11, Juan Garcia, Richard Earnhardt, Alexander Williams, Tony Blazer, Austin McDonald, Ryan Taylor, Michael Norman, Preston Plord, and the bottom 3, all with DNFs, Jason Marshall, Nally Haydens, and Max Skinner. I don't know why the lights on the pace car are on, but whatever. But a big win for Charles Jackson, and I think the performance that Charles Jackson has given might be the one thing Team Russia needed, because the performance that Team Russia had, look at them all the way down at the bottom. See, Preston Plord's only going to get 4 points, Ryan Taylor only 6 points, so that's 10 points already. That's only 10 points, and then Charles Jackson's going to get the maximum of 36, only 46 points of Team Russia. And ironically, Team USA and Team Russia, they were first and second coming into this round of the group stage. Team USA comes away with twice as many points as Team Russia, 92 versus 46, and Charles Jackson really had to do all the work to keep Team Russia in the hunt here. But a lot of drivers with some great finishes. Of course, Jake Cole with a very great finish. Liam Ervig trying to help out Team Germany. Remember, the top 2 in each group advance to the knockout stages, and then to determine the 7 and 8 seeds, the top two nations outside the top 2 in each group. So really, it could happen. Remember, it could happen. One group could have all 4 nations in the knockout stage. It could happen. It could happen, but we'll never know until the end of round 4. So, guys, that's pretty much it. And look at the rest of your finishing order one more time. And that's it from Laguna Seca. This has been your PORWC president, Kevin Rabinal, Randy Orton Fan 2011, aka Cimarelli NASCAR Fan 34. Signing off. I'm out.
Running through life with blindfolds, just for the right to be wrong.